Good evening, Cubes of the Cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here, and tonight, as always, the guy with the fattest stacks of comics in the land, Rob Fat Stacks, is my co-host. How are you doing tonight, Rob?
Oh, I'm henching like a man, baby.
And our guest of honor this evening is none other than Greenhulkster. How you doing tonight, sir?
Doing good. Glad to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Oh, you're very welcome. So, I was talking to you a little bit backstage, and you said that it was a 5-day process to whittle your books down for tonight, huh?
Yeah, and I don't have that many books, like I said, I have I don't know, close to 375 raw, and then I don't know, 40 some left of.
Rob's got that in his pantry.
Yeah, I don't have that many books, but I guess it's because I want the good books to be in the stack.
Nice. So before we get going, as I like to do, give us a quick account of who you are and what your channel's about for anyone that is catching you for the first time tonight, and they want to know, who is this guy? Why is he green? Why is he a Hulkster? And what's his channel about?
My channel's been, my channel's pretty old, but in the last year and a half, it's been revived, I guess, thanks to Rob's channel, because I would stay tuned every Saturday, and it got me right back into the comic books. So now I added comic books to my channel, because before my channel was nothing but gaming. It was just gaming, shooting Nazis, and everything else. It's just crazy. I haven't
Always
put
a great endeavor.
I haven't put up anything recently, but I just, trying to come up with a schedule now. That's the latest thing that I'm working on.
It's all my fault, damn it. That's what I'm hearing.
It's not the first time he's heard it. Don't worry.
That's right. First time was 20-something years ago, and my wife remembered. Right. Oh, your fault, damn it.
All right, let's say hi to the chat real quick, and then we'll bring it back to Hulkster here. So first in, as always, we have Las Cruces. Good evening, sir. And these guys are having a bit of fun. We got hello from New Mexico. We got Phil's Treehouse. Hello from South Canada. Jerry the Jitterbug. Hello from New York.
Jerry.
And then we got Couchin' and Slouching. Good evening, C Bizzle. How you doing, sir? We have Tony in here. Good evening, Tony. Matt, how are you tonight, sir? Nice to see you. CJ, nice to see you, buddy, as always. And Marcus is in here. Good evening, Marcus. And check us out on the 6th when we'll have Marcus and Brian LCS on In the Hot Seat with the Usual Suspects together, talking about this year's CBCA awards. Chop and Drop, good evening, sir. And we are going down. Adam, how you doing this evening? The Jackson Roy Kirk. I'm trying to find something else to add to Jackson's AOK I'm sending him. And you know what? I think he's a hard dude to get stuff for because he strikes me as a guy that has everything. Let's see.
How about a thing about Bob?
Right. And I think for the moment we are caught up. So we are going to get right into this. And we got Marcus plugging the CBCA Awards right there, .org, where you can go and cast your votes.
Is it even
all right? So
I think it's right now. It's get ready, start thinking about it, formulate your conceptualization,
preliminary,
because soon the nomination period will begin to start to open up, and then there will be a prolonged nomination period before we get to the voting, Gary. So, but it's, hey, start socializing, let people know that it's coming, because we're tired of listening to people claim that it's like some secret cabal of 4 people who decide everything in the world, but it's for everyone.
But I just got my secret cabal stickers in the mail today.
I know, but like Wu-Tang, dude, CBCA awards are for everyone, man.
All right, guys, without further ado, tomfoolery from us fools here that are hosting. PSN, why don't you start us out with your first book, sir, and tell us a little bit about it.
All right, book number one. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 382. My first comic book I ever read.
Oh.
It's about the gamma virus and Apparently, I didn't know at the time, but it's I guess like a 2-piece. This is the second part of it. 381 is the first part. But I didn't know. I was young.
right?
Hey, you can only pick up what you can pick up, right?
And
Yeah. It
it's
was,
always, I always thought it was fun whenever Spidey and the Hulk got together.
that one's fun because they created the gamma virus to help schizophrenic people to, relieve their anger and whatnot, and then ended up spreading to Doc Samson got it, and then it rubbed off and got onto the Hulk, and nobody could stop him, and it was a crazy book.
It's fun. And yeah, what about the Spider Hulk? Were you a fan of that when that happened?
Not really.
No.
No.
It was a fun visual, but it was always fun that because Spider-Man's more powerful than he gets credit for being, but he's nowhere near Hulk levels. So it was always fun to see somebody that's so outpowered trying to deal with the Hulk. Just
Yeah.
just a totally different class. He doesn't have anything cosmic. He's just doing his best. All right, number 2, sir.
Number 2. Now this one, everybody needs this guy in their town.
Oh, Fool Killer, good pick.
So many fools, so little time, and now more than ever.
Right.
Gotta be careful what I say.
A good obscure character. Now, what draws you to that character? What was it about him?
I mean, just the beginning. I mean, he's already suffering living nightmares, and you find him in the mental institute. You're like, oh, okay, so this has been going on for a while.
I will say I've never heard of him, so this is completely new to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only issue I have, which is issue 1. I actually have this one slabbed as well, but I need to get the other ones. I don't know how many there is or how rare it is or anything, but it is interesting. I like it.
I like him, and what was that? Sleepwalker was the other odd character I like from Marvel.
Yeah,
too.
I like the team up. I like the team up with Sleepwalker and Spider-Man, and they're both wearing the Spider-Man suit.
Right. Good evening, Shop. Good evening, Warlord. Yeah, and you know from watching my channel, I'm a sucker for all the odd stuff. I don't know why, it just speaks to me. So, Fool Killer is a first on this channel and casually approved for sure.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't mind seeing him and pop up in something weird. Him, Sleepwalker, maybe Machine Man.
I don't know. Maybe he'd get along with Deadpool.
Right? Well, Deadpool could kill him a few times. All right,
Yeah.
number 3, sir.
Number 3 is something you might be, or maybe you never heard of it. It's called Sensei Number 1.
No, I never heard of it. Is that a Jesco cover?
No, I don't think so. I'm usually familiar with Jessica's work, but it is very nice. I like that. I love that artwork from the 80s.
Yeah, that's a beauty cover.
I
like it. It has that movie poster quality to it.
Yeah, there's only 4 in the series. I don't know if they ever made any more or continued, but on the back has a pretty good description of what it is. It says, in the present, Tadashi Natori is a man lost in a century yearning for the simplicity of and honor of feudal Japan. With his brother's machine, the Time Bender, he travels to the past where he starts on his quest for Japan, but an encounter with bigotry and injustice forces him into an act of violence that forever changes the future, and Tadashi is thrown into deadly confrontation with the mad, repressive warlord of his bleak future world. Stalked by the specter of his own death, trapped in both the past and the future, Tadashi dares a perilous journey of the spirit. He remains a man apart, caught in a timeless maelstrom of blood and evil, the eternal warrior Sensei. And this is a really good book. I've only read the first part. The other 3 are so in good condition, I'm afraid to open them. Trying to find a little excerpt here.
Now, who puts that book out?
I'm sorry?
What's the
So
publisher?
Who publishes it?
First Publishing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
First put out a lot of good stuff. They weren't around long. They were decent, just like Tops. Tops had some good runs.
I'm just like, where's the action here? There's what I like about it is it doesn't hold back. there's a little bit of gore and whatnot. That's what I like about it.
A little bit of the savage,
Whoever can get tired of gore, right?
right?
And I failed to find it at this moment, which is
That's all right. You'll be on book 2 in a second.
yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Let me put it back in its sleeve before.
Well, if you find the panel you were looking for, send me an IG post on it
All right.
in the messages. I'm gonna have to look into that. I got it written down.
Yeah, there's a four-part series. So
Nice. All right, number 4.
number 4. This one is interesting. This one has you guys are gonna you guys
And
probably
Jackson Roykirk's telling you to read those books. Oh, Man from Atlantis.
yes.
Now that's the first on the channel as well. Now a show that I have distinct memories of that show because my mom loved that show because she loved Patrick Duffy.
Yeah, Patrick Duffy played a good part. I think there was a total of 4 movies and then the show. And the show got canceled after 13 episodes, I believe.
Oh, it's 4 TV movies?
Yeah. 4
Oh, I
TV.
didn't know that.
And the other thing that I found out about this book was that Denny's Fisher Toys, they passed on making the Star Wars action figures and thought that this would be more successful. And, well, that didn't work out. So,
Oopsie.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure the guy who made that decision didn't make many more decisions with other companies.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Nothing's going to happen with that Star Wars thing. We want the Man from Atlantis.
Well, I mean, look, I mean, be honest. I mean, in his defense, Kenner, even when Kenner finally did get it, they had to sell an empty box for the first first bit, right? Because they couldn't even have product out, so they sold empty boxes. Who would have ever thought that would have worked?
Oh my goodness.
I did not know that. Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. They were so late to getting the toys, getting somebody to agree to do the toys and whatnot, and that when the production cycle was so short, they couldn't get up to speed. So the very first thing that came out that Christmas to get until at the launch was basically like a empty box that had you're basically reserving the first 6 figures, but you're getting this box, and then later on you'd get the figures later after they've been gone through manufacturing and stuff to go into the box.
And also, true fans don't like it when people say the Man from Atlantis. It's like, it's just Man from Atlantis. There is no duh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Man from Atlantis.
And they also get mad when you compare him to Nemo or Submariner,
who's also a man from Atlantis. Well,
yeah, yeah.
And don't call the shark in the back. Don't call it orca. It's not orca. Another classic from that time. Remember that?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And and I remember the orca ads on the back of all the comics too.
Yeah. Yeah, there was quite a few.
You had orca ads. You had King Kong ads. One of my favorite ads was the King Kong when he's standing between the Empire State Buildings. It was great.
Oh yeah.
All right, number 5, sir.
Number 5. This is a fat one. This is the only magazine bag and board that I have. Rampage and Hulk #1, signed by Lou Ferrigno.
Nice.
Wow, that's a great signature to have. Holy cow!
It's pretty beat up. Yeah, I met him Comic-Con in McAllen, Texas in 2016. And he signed this book for me and some other things I have on the wall you just can't see, but yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't even know that magazine existed. I mean, my LCS has about 20 to 25 of them right now.
Yeah.
In their back issue magazines, but
and they're
like $12, $13 a pop. They're not
cheap. Black and white on the inside.
Yep, that's why I love those old magazines for that. Now, did you find that magazine before you found the show with Lou Ferrigno, or did you watch the show first?
Oh no, I've seen the show first, and then I got the magazine later, and then just out of the blue, oh, he's gonna be in McAllen, let's go, because I lived in Brownsville, which is like the very bottom tip of Texas for most of my life. And then when we heard about it, we just got all packed up into the Jeep and let's go.
What got you? What got you attracted to the Hulk?
The Hulk, I mean, just because I had a really bad temper at one point, and I would flip things around. I would Hulk out essentially and just destroy everything. Now that I'm older, I'm more calm. It takes a lot to piss me off now. So, but if you get me there, forget about it.
Yes, they are, Nauman.
Okay, cool.
Well, that's great. Now, it's what would have been great. I always see that stuff, and it's too bad that Bill Bixby left us so early. Because wouldn't it be great to have a bunch of merchandise with him and Lou Ferrigno's signature side by side?
Yeah, I wish I had his signature, man.
I mean, it was such a shocker when he went.
Well, I mean, he smoked a lot, but
yeah, so did everyone back then.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Practically gave them to us in school.
Right?
true, man.
You get the teacher's lounge and the smoker's lounge for the kids.
Teachers smoking.
I remember when the teachers had the smokers lounge, though. Your teachers would start lighting their cigarettes on the way in.
Smoking class, and you had spittoons and.
There, CJ's doing it for you, there, buddy. You won't like Greenhulkster when he's angry.
Fair enough.
Thanks,
All right, number 6, sir.
Number 6. Now, I don't know if this is rare or not. I didn't really look into it, but I thought it was cool because you would always see advertisements on M&Ms on back of books, right? But never an M&M comic book.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know. The Swarm. Cool.
The Swarm. It's a mini comic. And then on the back cover is a very nice display.
I have never heard of that.
Let me get the back out so you can see the back.
Oh, wow. That's really good art. It's almost like video game art.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I have no idea if it's rare or not, but I just thought, hey, that's kind of cool. I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, I like the oddities are cool. I also I'm a sucker for those PSA comics too, where they're teaching a lesson.
Yeah, things that stick out that normally people.
They're always really poorly written, but for some reason I think they're fun.
Yeah.
All right, number 7, sir.
Now, number 7. I love the Incredible Hulk, but I also hate him now because he opened something. He opened a bag of worms for me. It was a slab.
Oh, wow.
A sketch, Incredible Hulk fighting these sharks in the ocean. This is Incredible Hulk number 2. It's a sketch cover. This opened up a bag of worms because now I'm looking at shark covers all over the place. I'm like,
shark covers are a thing.
I'm like, damn it! Now I got something else. I got another rabbit hole to fall in.
Don't look at Savage Sword of Conan number 192 because
Flash Gordon, yeah.
That's a
variant.
Hey, I've got an old Plastic Man shark cover and a Fighting Yank shark cover on the wall. Those are a thing. People will specialize in shark covers, and they'll.
Amazing.
Some of
got
them
me
can
into
be.
it. They really got me into it.
But who? So you didn't tell us who did that sketch because that thing is beautiful.
I think that's a sketch cover. It's a standard. Right?
Oh yeah, but I still don't know the artist.
Right.
Mark Silvestri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why it's gorgeous.
He did a lot of his teeth cutting on the old Conan book, so he's got my respect. All right, number 8, sir.
Number 8. Bring out these.
Oh, he's got it taken care of.
It's a bag inside of a bag.
Yeah,
I do appreciate guys who are clear here. What's great here is that you notice how he's got painter's tape on the back of all his bags. None of that Scotch tape crap. He's a man who's being smart about tape.
Can't go wrong with painter's
Probably
tape.
a man who's had bad experience with tape pull at some point.
Absolutely. Good grief. The M&M book, I had another copy. Someone sent it to me all messed up because they thought they could send the book raw in a freaking bubble mailer with nothing in it, just like that. So by the time I got it, it was a piece of garbage.
Well, that sounds about right. Bought on eBay, huh?
Yeah. So That's what happens. Now, this book, I got this from a friend of mine. He went to the MegaCon in Orlando. I don't know if it's worth anything. It's got 18 signatures on it.
18? Wow.
Oh yeah.
White Widow #7.
Yep, the homage cover. Nice.
Greg Horn. Yeah,
And White Widow's actually a good little series.
those are fun covers like that where you have so many different artists that are on there that you can, if you're going to go to a con, to be able to take a book or two like that with you and just fill up names. And you're never going to have it slabbed, to be honest, because at least not from having those signature verifications would cost you $1 billion.
Right.
Still there.
But you could self-slab it if you want some down the road. But I mean, I got a couple like that where I just bring a book and just get some different signatures. It's almost like, a signature book.
Yeah, I still think about it every now and again. And I'm like, should I just go get it verified? Just put all the money, get it all verified, whatever.
No.
And then I'm like,
they charge a lot per signature.
Yeah, I mean, I know
it really adds up.
Because I know EBS does $10 per signature, so I don't know what CBCS does.
No, I mean to verify them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like $20-$25 piece, plus the grading and everything else. But the thing is with a book like that, look, nobody's gonna. There's very few people who would probably, unless it's a really like key book into its own right. There's not a ton of people who want to buy a book like that that's already signed with all those people on it. Usually, the people like to have those that are their own. So it's not like a value thing. So it's really for yourself, since it's mostly going to be in your own PC for you. Those are those books like, look, I just make notes of who did it, where I was. I make up my own little COAs for them, just if I want to have them, just to remind me of where I got each signature. But beyond that.
Because you forget,
you get a little lined Post-it sheet like this on your backing board, and you just write out the name and date where you met each that's good for you for your own personal thing on something like that.
Now, do you have a favorite signature on there?
Sam De La Rosa. I mean, there's multiple ones, shoot, there's some that I can't even make out. I'm like, whose signature is that? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this one at the bottom. This weird, this one right here.
Huh.
They're
me either.
So cryptic. I'm like, I don't know who that is. But yeah, I have no idea. I mean, somebody has my initials on there. That's so I don't know who that is either.
Damn.
You just acquired it like that.
Yeah. So number 9. Yeah, it's another festive book.
Oh, he's taking it out of the top loader for us.
Another 13 signatures.
Oh
wow!
Ultimate Spider-Man Super Special.
Damn. So pretty much anyone that ever worked on Spider-Man's on there.
Yeah, I mean, there's some on here. There's Bendy's on the side there. I think that's Bagley right there. So let's see. Bendy's is right here somewhere. If you could see it, maybe. And then Bagley right there. I don't know. This Scott Hanna over here. Scott Hanna's right there.
And that's a great cover too.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. But yeah, these are the ones I rarely take out of my long box that I have.
And those books are fun because this Spider-Man family ones. That's the ones that had multiple stories in them, right? Like a summer special.
I think that one, yeah. Let's see.
There you go. CJ saying that you like to whore your books out for signatures.
Yeah. Why not?
It is. I agree, Seth. It's a great cover. That's the first time I'd actually seen that cover.
Yeah, it's because of one of the Ultimates, and you don't see a lot of the Ultimates. Were it was that '90s era, late '90s, early 2000s series that didn't do well enough it did well enough that people thought it was cool, but didn't do well enough for enough people to buy it, so that they killed off the universe. But now they're talking about bringing it back. So
Yeah, they probably would. I mean,
Well,
90s.
yeah.
I
Well,
thought,
now that there's such a big interest in comics again.
well, bringing it back has some benefits. I mean, to certain things. I mean, look, right, well, I don't want to get off topic, but I mean, essentially, like you get Spider-Man. There's too many spider people running around. You could use some
yeah.
reseparation back out into some of the, let Miles, instead of just being that other Spider-Man in New York, let him go back to the Ultimate Universe and be the
Or
Spider-Man of
bring
that.
back Maddie Franklin from another universe. That's okay.
Hey, Matty, Franklin Richards will just open up any universe he wants.
Oh, just Maddie
Anyways,
Franklin. Her Spider Woman run was fun. Not no one's Jessica Drew, but hey, evening Dr. Von Hoots as well, and Izzy. All right, so great book again. Awesome cover that I had never seen, so loved it. All right, issue number 10, bud.
Number 10. Like, I'm afraid to bring them out now. Number 10.
Are you sweating over there?
there you go.
Ooh, great cover.
Signed by Scott Campbell, Stan Lee, Scott Hanna, and
Ooh.
Romita Jr.
Yeah, it's a popular book. J. Scott Campbell cover on there, but you got a Stan Lee signature on there to boot. That's where it's at, baby.
Signed by nothing but bums.
what did any of them ever do?
No, those are obviously some of the greats in comics. That's just amazing.
I mean, I'd be happier with Romita Senior signature, not Junior.
Well,
right? But hey, somehow you got his DNA in there somehow.
trickle down
DNA. Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny too because I just when I cracked into some of my books earlier when I was deciding what to do for some shorts, I had some Romita Junior Spider-Man covers from before he went all blocky, and they're fine. I like them, but they're definitely. His dad is just the perfect Spider-Man artist too.
I said he's good, but he ain't his dad.
Yeah. I mean, and let's be honest, being him, it's got to suck to have to live up to your dad all the time.
It's a big shadow to hover over you.
Right? That's why.
You couldn't have named me anything else. Jeez.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing to be your son, but carry the name. I mean, yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Sloppy seconds DNA. There you go. Yeah.
So when did you get into collecting signatures and really seeking them out?
Signatures was done recently, actually. I got into signatures about.
Wait, are you telling me that Stanley's alive somewhere with Elvis?
No. You get a book that's already signed.
No. No.
Just,
but signatures, I started getting them recently, like maybe about a year ago. Because I was in comic books when I was a little kid, and then life happens or whatever, and then I stopped for like a whole I don't know 20 years or so, and then I started getting back into it, and then I started like, oh, signature, hey, that looks pretty cool. Why not get it? So then I started getting a whole bunch of them, and I was like, now what I'm gonna do with them?
I didn't used to care about him too much, but there's some guy in our community. He's got a big fat opinion who got me into some signatures. So I blame him for that.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of blame in this show. I tell you what.
Now,
I guess I'm an influencer now. Damn it.
right?
Yeah,
CJ, you heard it here first. Rob's a dirty influencer.
Yeah, you can't help it, Rob. It's all good though.
I do have a complete submission of signature books coming up on my channel.
There you go.
Hell, some of the signed slabs I have are books I sent out that Rob sent me. So,
Wow.
but it is fun, right? Especially And I think one of the wake ups for signatures was when Stan Lee passed, and then all of a sudden you realize, you know
Wow.
what? If there's anyone out there that you want a signature from, they're not going to be here forever. You better go get it.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you, if
You know?
I thought that, I had a bunch of signatures, but if Izzy's saying that he's got half his collection is signed, either he's got a really small collection or that dude, Izzy, you're like, you got me beat on signatures by a mile. I mean, I've got roughly estimated there's probably only maybe 30 raw books that have signatures in my collection, and then of all the slabbed ones, it's 10 boxes. 10 boxes of slabbed comics, so that's about 300. That's a very small percentage.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
gonna send
35
Marcus.
years, that'll do it.
We're gonna send Marcus down another rabbit hole on Instagram. He's going back to the influencer thing now. 35 years of collecting, he says, Rob.
Yeah, well, that would do it. Yeah.
And
Well, that's well,
13.
actually, you collect, you have to go chasing them too. Yeah.
Now, what's your 11th with an extended personal story attached here, sir?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Sorry,
Well-
we have lots of asides on the show.
This is Incredible Hulk 275, Menace of Megalith, right? This is my birthday book.
Ah,
And the other thing is that this is how I came into the world. Picture me as the Hulk. I came into this world strangled by the umbilical cord. So when they pulled me out, I was purple. I was already dead. They had to revive me. So this book means a lot to me. And so
Nice.
basically, I was dead when I arrived, and then brought back to life. And then yeah. So this book means a lot to me, and I might just get it slabbed. I don't care. The condition's pretty bad, but I might just get it slabbed anyway.
now, is that your original one too?
This is a newsstand. The
I mean,
original,
like the original one you bought?
I had the direct version, but when we moved from Silver City to Texas, it got lost somehow.
You got
So-
Jerry saying, "Bravo, my friend! Awesome cover." Trev saying, "Wow, great book."
Yeah, that's
So-
the first time I died just coming into this world. I died twice already. Yeah. Crazy.
Try to avoid that third time,
Those
Yeah.
those are stories you don't hear a lot.
right?
And that's probably why I am the way I am.
Nothing wrong with being a survivor, sir. Travis, how you doing tonight, sir? But that's a great story, and so I don't know. It's weird how comics connect us with a lot of ways too, right? And you talked about being out of comics for 20 years. It's
Yeah.
one of those fun hobbies that you could be out of it for a while, and it just takes one nudge to put you back into it, and you're off and running and having the best time ever with the hobby again.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
Man,
I mean,
We need,
that's the best of ways, Rob. In the best of ways.
right, we're not going to blame Fable anymore. Now it's hashtag blame Rob.
Blame Fat Stax.
Uh-oh. Jerry's
Yeah, we were chatting about he's been having Wi-Fi problems ever since the
There
show.
you go. Yes.
So I don't
Yes,
have
the
Wi-Fi. I
30
use
foot
I
internet
plug
cable.
directly into the router.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry said he's ready for
Yeah.
round 2.
Yeah, perfect. I'm always ready.
All right, so
Although
now
I
we're
thought it
getting-
was funny,
Oh,
to
go
be
ahead.
honest, I live in Silicon Valley, and you would think that I would have the greatest internet in the world. But up until very recently, out where I lived, I really only had one option. Otherwise, the only provider that I have, if I don't go with them, was only still kilobits per second.
Oh my God.
And I was like, you got to be kidding me.
The dial-up age. Oh my God.
Fortunately, the one provider I do have, I get gigabit speeds from. So
Good.
Yeah, well, at least they didn't send you a CD in the mail, right?
yeah, no. But I am constantly having to upgrade and update my equipment. So
Nice. All right, so that brings us to your spec pick, sir. What are you specking on from your PC?
I have never really been much of a spec pick person. So finding the book, well, this book was acquired recently actually from L Green Machine. You guys know who he is.
Yep.
He sold me some Hulk books and a great deal, by the way. And I was happy to get it. So I was like, this is the closest thing I'm going to get to spec. And it's probably way past its time now. But I love it because, hey, it's got Hulk.
Everything comes back around.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Abomination. That's nice.
It's got a big old piece missing here, but I don't care. I don't care. So that's the only thing I could consider would be a spec at the time until She-Hulk kind of just crapped on everything. The She-Hulk show.
Well, yeah,
Abomination still could potentially have some legs to them.
well, they just got to not make them all in touch with themselves. You don't take the Abomination, it's supposed to be this Hulk class threat in the opposite direction, and then make him some sensitive guru.
Yeah, like
Right. Yeah.
like he smoked a whole bunch of pot and now he's I'm good with life. Let me teach you. Let me mentor you. Like, get out of here.
Especially in that first movie, he was just before he was even Abomination. He was just an evil dude.
Yeah, you're talking
Just
about
crazy.
Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they just announced Liv Tyler's coming back now too, so that'll be fun.
cool.
As Betty Ross in the next Captain America movie.
Well, I mean, the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton, that was my favorite Incredible Hulk, really. Unless I go back to Lou Ferrigno, you know.
I wanted more Savage She-Hulk, but I did like Tatiana Maslany's She-Hulk. I'm not going to hate on it like everybody else. I actually enjoyed the series. There's some things they could have done differently, like Abomination was a big miss for me. But the actual character of Jennifer Walters and the She-Hulk, I enjoyed.
The only excitement in
But I
that
think they're
show,
sissying down their Hulks too much. Like
yeah,
when the Incredible Hulk met Abomination, he was half his size. I mean, you go to that first movie, and they're duking it out in the streets, just destroying everything in their path.
yep. And I mean, I think the most exciting part of that show was when she fought Daredevil. That was it. I think that was the most exciting part for me. And then, of
Well,
course, I like that yellow suit. That yellow suit was awesome.
Or
it was Endo. Yeah.
Well,
And then later they both won the fight.
and he did the walk of shame.
I and a lot of people had a problem with that. I thought it was great. There's nothing wrong with seeing Daredevil enjoy himself every once in a while.
I mean, how many? You think about it. How many boyfriends has She-Hulk had? Really, in all the comic books?
Right. Oh, and
she's been around.
Yeah, yeah.
but so has our Tony Starks and
Sure.
our Human Torches, our Icemans.
They need to
Or
get a
Emma
better
Frost.
rogue. They need to get a better rogue. That rogue that they had for X-Men, forget about it. Good.
Well, Anna Paquin.
Yeah, didn't like her at all. Nope.
That's all right. Well, there'll be a whole new cast, so I'm just excited to see Hugh Jackman back with Deadpool again.
How can you not like Anna Paquin?
Anna Paquin's fine. They just didn't write that character.
That's right,
very
she
well.
is. A bit.
Travis, not to toot my own horn, but I dated She-Hulk.
That's probably
He's still in recovery. That's why we haven't seen him. All right, so those were great books, man. Thank you for coming on and sharing those with us.
Yeah, I mean, it's just 12 books is so hard to choose out of your personal collection. It's really difficult.
Well, yeah, and see, and that's why it's it doesn't have to be a top 10, but it's still difficult, right? Because then you struggle. What am I going to show first?
Right. On the plus side, you start reliving the past memories. You're like, oh man, yeah, that's why I like this book. Because
Rob half cheated. Rob picked a theme, and then I bet even with that theme, it was still difficult for Rob to choose.
Sure it was
12, because Star Wars is such a big.
That's why my 12 books I brought like 15.
Right.
These 3 are 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, let's do that.
You always got those cheats, right? I did a few of those when you guys had me in the reverse seat.
Yeah.
These really count as an arc, so you got to show them together.
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness.
Crazy.
Well, thank you, man. I had a lot of fun seeing those books. Some definite firsts on the channel. You said you hoped that you were going to bring something new. You brought about, I'd say, a good 6 or 7 new books to the show that no one's ever seen, especially with those signatures. And it's always great not only to have all those ones you have, but to have a Stan Lee.
Yeah.
So Stan Lee's one I missed the boat on, so I'll probably never have one of those. But it's always great to see somebody with it. It's
We'll
just
have to be on the hunt for a Conan signed by Stan Lee for Gary G.
he's
Look, let me just
piece
move
of
the
history.
camera. You see the Hulk up there? Well, not the head, but the frame.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's signed by Stan Lee too.
Oh wow.
PSA DNA. So if this house catches on fire, that's the first thing I'm grabbing.
Everything else stays behind, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Dogs, you're on your own.
You got legs, you can walk.
Yeah.
You came for me twice, Death. You're not getting me this time.
That implies he got him before.
What? Oh, he escaped them though. He's
That's
a
what I'm saying.
survivor.
You won't get me this time either.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yes. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you coming on and showing those. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I really liked seeing the M&Ms because I didn't even know that existed. That was fun.
Yeah, I don't know if it's rare or not, but I'm keeping on to that one.
Uh-oh. And Jerry's asking, what came out of the pile of boxes behind you?
No, those are my extras, my Gemini boxes, my bubble wrap, all that. That's so if I need to send anything out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have it nicely, neatly in order, but it's
Give it time. You'll get there. I always say that, and I always have like a bunch of long boxes that I have to get to.
Yeah. I only have
I think
one.
I think I always have 4 long boxes full of books I need to sort. Oh, goodness. But great books. Thank you very much for showing them. Rob, thanks for co-hosting. I want to say thank you to the chat. We had a great chat going. A lot of fun stuff. And as always, guys, you know what I'm going to say. Keep it casual. And thanks for coming along for the ride. Oh, wait. We're not doing that yet. I almost jumped the gun. I almost jumped the shark from the shark car. Rob, what's coming up for you this week?
Oh, well, there'll be some shorts to drop. There'll be the Thursday, there's a box unboxing, right? Saturday, only slabs, Comic Collector Geek. Actually, I know so. Oh, yeah. So it's tomorrow. Thursday is a slab unboxing. I think it's CGC stuff or CBCS unboxing. Then Saturday is Comic Collector Geek, and then Monday will be the single most epic mail call I have ever done.
So if you only watch one mail call this year, that's the one.
Yeah. Oh, this Thursday's the what the did CGC thinking? Yeah. So if you want to see I'll go from like a stupid, crazy, blow your mind that CGC did this, and then that'll be this Thursday. Monday will be the epic mail call.
Ooh. And I have this
what I got coming
Thursday night. And this Thursday on In the Hot Seat, we have Izzyverse on. So we're going to get to learn about him this Thursday. Going to ask him about all those signed books. And Hulkster, what's coming up for you, bud?
I don't know, flip a coin at this point. No, right now I'm just gaming and working on the raffles. I'll be coming up with other raffles after this one's done. Got to collect money. I had the gas company come turn off the gas. I was like, you know what? You guys didn't care that I could have blown up. I had a leak in the house and everything, and I had 3 techs. It took the 4th one to find the leak. And I'm like, you guys are not going to give me any credit? Like all this gas going everywhere and I got to pay it? Nope. So I'm like, okay, well, guess what? I am not paying you. We're done. I'm just gonna freeze to death and take cold showers. Forget it.
Right. Take cold showers.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right, well, now we'll do our official goodbye. Once again, thank you all for joining us. In the description below, you will find the links to both of these fine gentlemen. Please go check out those links, sub them up, hit the notification bell so you catch all their content as it comes out. And until next time, we can officially say, keep it casual. Attention all, use channel sponsor Rogue Trader at theroguetraderutah.com and my code Keep It Casual for 10% off your comic cleaning and pressing needs. Remember, when submitting your books to be graded, use a trusted professional.